Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you all doing? Good to have you made back, right? I know, good to have you back on your screen. Well, if this is your first time of stopping by my page, how you doing? What took you so long to find me? What took you so long? Don't forget to watch all the videos and leave your comment, likes, and please remember to subscribe. Today I have with me two special people in my life. I have Bisola and Buki. Hey! So today we're going to be talking about Nanny Wahala for Lagos. Like for Lagos, for the world, for Nigeria. Nanny Wahala. As easy as it looks, like many people have nannies, have help to help do things around the house, help move the house around, help look after the kids and something. It is crazy trying to get the perfect nanny. And does the perfect nanny exist? No. The perfect nanny doesn't exist, but we're just going to be sharing with you guys some of the stories and our experience. We'll be dropping some pictures and videos of some kind things. I have some hot gist. Hey! So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Seriously, in Nigeria as a whole, like I feel like there's no perfect nanny out there. We've all had like our individual experiences with nanny. I've had like up to 4-5 changes of nannies since I started needing one. And I started needing one after marriage, when I was about to to give birth. I was pregnant that period, so I felt, oh, I needed extra hand, extra help. When did you have your first nanny?
My first nanny, I think married in 2011. I got my first nanny in 2015. Yeah. So 4 years after that was when I needed a nanny.
That was actually, so you were basically doing everything for yourself when you had your first.
Yeah, when I had my first, I was doing everything myself. So I kind of moved away from where I had all the support and all that. So when I moved away, I had to get a nanny, and I got a bigger space. So yeah,
you couldn't clean the whole house yourself. When did you have your first nanny?
Oh, okay. I had my first nanny in 2017 when I just moved to Lagos. So I was a bit lonely. I think I don't really need nanny.
Well, she took her own nanny out of compassion.
Companion. I think so, because my husband is not always around.
Go to work,
so I was a bit lonely. So I had to just get a nanny. Not to do anything, just to sit there with me and talk with me.
This is very, very interesting. Like, there are different reasons why people get nannies. Like, different reasons why people get nannies. For me, I needed help. I couldn't keep myself. I was pregnant or more. I'm this kind of person that, if I always tell you guys, like, if I can afford to get help or get like an extra hand or get a service paid for, that I know I can afford to pay for a service, I don't like stressing myself. So when I could afford to have a nanny and afford to pay for the service of a nanny, I actually go on. So for moms, for different people, there are different reasons. For her, the house was too big and she was alone. She got companion. For her, she moved away from an area where she had more family help and support. So I know different moms, different people watching this richly have different reasons. You can share with us in the comment section why and when you got your first nanny. So now we'll be moving straight into the juicy part. Okay. Let me start with Buki first. So can you tell us your first, the craziest experience with your nanny? Ooh. I'm laughing because I know part of
Oh god, so let me just be like this. My nanny was a witch. Like, practically a witch.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
So you have this.
I hear stories about witchcraft nannies, and then I don't used to really believe until it comes closer to. So with her experience, I'm like, man, and that's why people take their nannies for deliverance. Like before, some people take nanny, you take them to church. Sometimes your mother can even see the vision. Some moms that are.
You guys are scaring me right now.
Your mom will see the vision and all that. So tell us about, how did you find out she was a witch? How did you catch her that she was a witch?
Okay, that's funny though. You said it. So I think I started noticing changes in her. Things started going bad in my house. Me and my husband were always fighting for no reason, and I realized she started putting on my clothes. go to my matrimonial bed, wear my husband's glasses, wear my jewelry, wear my clothes, and take pictures. And you know how iPhone is, like she used my iPad and I'll get it on my phone, and she started lying. So I was like, okay, there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah.
So one day I was praying, like every night, like people call me prayer warrior.
She is a pastor,
so
if you have any problem, reach out to my friend.
So one night I was praying, I was like, I just prayed with I think I was praying with salt and water. Like my mother said, just do this. Any bad spirit around you, thanks to our African mothers, you guys are doing the best. So she was like, things are going bad, Buki, just try this. So that day I was praying, I poured this water on this girl's body. Nothing, this guy did not move. You know, there's some people you pour water, even she didn't move.
Was she awake?
She was sleeping.
Sleeps deep, like she
really deep. So there's nothing you would
go from sleep.
Wow.
That she will know.
Wow.
So I had to I could told my husband no, you are too churchy, anything spiritual, this thing. I was like, okay. So with time, things started getting worse, like very bad, to the extent that my husband's business just dropped.
Wow.
Crazy.
Mine, there was no peace in my house. There is nothing in my house.
Crazy.
So one day I had to call a family pastor that we have. I was like, see, ma, things are going from worse to nothing. Like, I can't even sleep in the night. I'll be sleeping. I'll just know there's someone there watching me and my husband sleeping. So,
oh my God.
So one night, so the lady now decided to come to the house to do prayers. My mind did not even go. She had something to do with it. So the lady came to the house and she was like, let's pray. This girl was praying. But me as a spiritual, I say, don't try me. You can't even fly and come and meet me before you get to my house.
Moms, we need to be very spiritual.
We have to be very
like
spiritual.
Our mothers, and then when our mothers tell us these things, like we'll be like, mommy. But I think our own generation was beginning to see that, man, there's a need for us to like up our spirituality. Yeah.
So when the woman started praying, the woman was like, everybody should just, no man praying, and the woman was praying. Me, I was, yes, happy, bad luck, be from my father's house. You know those kind of prayers. I don't know why. We were just going straight to my father's house. So the next thing I noticed, she sat down and pulled her slippers and squeezed her leg to the ground. I mean, I did not watch this. I'm old school, so what was their movie, that Yoruba movie that I used to watch, that tell you the witch, they would do like this on the ground, do like this. I started watching her. The woman looked at me, I looked at her. I walked up to her, I said, why did you put your slippers and why is your leg deep to the ground? I said, okay, put on your slippers. I said, no man, nothing, okay. The woman now called me and I should leave her alone. So the next thing we all figured out was that she left the living room and went to under the staircase, started hitting her leg on the ground. So which means she was withholding the prayers from
transcending,
like holding herself not to fall into anything, fall into the anointing or fall into whatever they fall into.
Which exists.
So it's scary. It was really scary. So after we did the prayer, the woman decided like, there's a living being, there is other people living with you in your house. This is your house. Like, she went to my kitchen, there was nothing, was that bad. Then the woman said, you don't just cook here. You're not the only person cooking in this kitchen. When you sleep, people come into your kitchen and the person knows the person that gave them access into your kitchen. They will come eat, do everything and go. And I
like African magic.
Like,
I swear.
So all those things that came up, the woman decided to like pray. She was not like saying, God forbid. She was doing God forbid, God forbid. So I say, when you see people when they deny like
that,
I started looking at her. I started seeing that this woman was saying the truth. So the next thing was like, the woman said, let's pray for her. She's like, no, that she's fine. She doesn't need prayer.
Excuse me?
I said, hey,
doesn't need prayer.
Madam, you're in my house.
Who doesn't need prayer?
Good. They'll pray for you. Before Jack Robbie said no, they just touched her. This girl's on the ground. Wow. Started screaming like a bird.
Manifesting, yeah.
So, thank you. So she was like shouting like a bird, literally like screaming. The woman was like, people should leave her. Me now trying to form.
Good.
Over a year.
Yes. She said we have for long.
Like I took this guy like my own sister.
There were stories. Tell us about the story you told me about. She would cook Indomie.
She will cook food and hide food.
I go and hide.
I go and hide it.
I'm telling you. She literally said there's no food in the house, and then she will cook for herself, eat, and come and tell them there's nothing in the house.
That's why we would be like thinking how to get food. So let's say we could not even pay her salary. And she was that bad.
She told me about they were not paying her, and she said no problem, she will still stay.
Oh my
She even said she was going to be giving me money.
Already making her money.
She was making her money.
Guys, we Lagos.
And this one, she's not even. She's from Cotonou.
Cotonou.
Oh,
Cotonou. She's from Cotonou.
Shout that then.
So at the end of the day, the woman prayed. Even the leg, I had to hold her down. My legs started shaking because I couldn't. You could feel the pain. So after everything, the woman said, "See, you have to let this girl go." To me, I was like, I was going to be lonely. Then I've not really known you. We're not that close that time.
No, she hadn't found the love of her life yet.
So we had to, like, after the prayers, still started getting a bit better, but she was still in the house. So I had to just wait up.
After the prayer, she still stayed back.
She was still in my house. I don't know what happened to me.
At that point in time, as the woman is leaving, I'll just say, please carry your bag. I'll just go behind her.
Like, they're spiritual.
I would even leave the house for some time. I would not even stay in that house anymore. Like, I would have to just, go somewhere. I would leave my house for some time. I'll be like, let me just go and cleanse my mind. Let me just go and clean my house, refresh. You stayed back in the house.
She stayed for like a week. Because I was not thinking that I have to get money to pay up. Like I was saying, like 4 or 5 months. So imagine 20K that time.
No, I don't understand. You were still trying to pay her.
Yes,
to pay her so that she could
after she had made money from you guys. You still want to
as a good person.
So that tomorrow you'll be embarrassed. They will embarrass
held back. Or the wind
she's going to leave my house and I'll pretend like I've never met her in my life. No way.
So that's what I was doing. So God's willing, I was able to gather like 2 months or 3 months salary. So 1 month, do my like, if you want this girl to go, don't tell her the night before. So I just kept quiet. So while they were cooking in the kitchen, she was like, mommy. She calls me mommy, fake mommy. You're calling me mommy. You're kidding me.
I hope she's watching this.
So she called me, mommy, that she likes me, that I don't need to pay this one. She owed the money, we know we don't have the money. I was like, okay. 2 a.m. in the morning, I just woke up, I called her, I said, come. She said, mommy, do I want to enter? I said, no, you are leaving. She was like, she was surprised, she was like, oh, what did I say? No, you are leaving. My house. Tomorrow morning. She thought I was joking. After church, I took her to church. We got to church. Then we got to church. The next thing I did was like, carry 60,000.
Give her money.
I said, God bless you. Wherever you go, God will take your problem with you. That's how I left the house. So I could tell you, because from that time till now, I'm still healing because I know what
the damage that she
had done. House girl.
Since then, I don't want damage.
I paid up for the damage. What do I do?
I can't get over that.
But you know, somehow her pain has, I think, it's actually good she did, because you know how you will like, my hands are clean, go with your problems.
Oh no, you brought problems to my house. You have to leave empty and there. There's no way I'll pay you.
Why did you not go and then go and start doing worse?
God has already delivered us all. Please just go and start off your life again.
I think you did the right to tell me out.
No, at that point in time, she actually came to my house, drained me mentally, physically, spiritually, and then I paid you for doing that. I'm not going to pay you. Just go.
Because right now, let me say from then till now, even when I see her, she doesn't even know what she did to me. So she thought I don't even know.
You still see her?
I see her once in a while.
We just one thing with Lagos nannies, you'll be shocked that your Lagos nanny, you will go to your friend's house and your friend will be like, oh, I have a new nanny, and your friend's new nanny is your own thrown away nanny. They recycle. I think that's another thing in Lagos. Agents are the worst. You got her through an agent, I remember. Agents are the worst. They would recycle nannies. They will take one bad egg from this crate and put the bad egg in the next crate. They do that terrible thing in Lagos. You will pay money and then you still wouldn't get value for any nanny you're getting. They're taking from A that has complained, putting that complaint person in B's house. It is crazy. It is very, very crazy. They just collect money. They don't even care. They don't care what they don't do any character check, no training. They just recycle. It is crazy. Wow. Thank you for sharing. And it was a win.
That's so scary.
Thank you for sharing. So yes, over to you. You've had one nanny since I've known you for over 4 years. You've had just one nanny.
Okay, so
and has she been your first?
No, she's not my first. So the first nanny I ever had, like I told you guys, I moved out of the house. So she was actually my landlady's nanny. And at that point in time, my landlady traveled and she didn't need her anymore. So I was leaving, and then because I'd seen a relationship with my landlady, you know, we had like a very I kind of understand her. So when I was moving here, I didn't ask her if she wanted to work with me, and she was so happy about it. And then she's quite matured. You know, she had children.
You like matured nannies?
I deal with matured nannies, to be honest. They actually give me peace of mind because there's like an understanding. They kind of respect you, and they've seen life. They kind of know what they want in life, so they are not tossed around by the.
Sorry, let me just chip this in. I've tried an elderly nanny before, and then it was the worst experience ever. Like, she didn't stay up to 3 days in my house. She left for nothing. She was always sleeping in the afternoon. She was just almost
nothing.
I was talking more. I was more stressed. So somehow for me, I think
quite a number of people have had the same experience as you, but I mean, fortunately for me, I've not had that. So yeah, so because she was more mature, she was able to handle my daughter. Then it was just Tiwa, and she was about 3-4 years old then, and you know, she was very good and all that. She was with me for about I think 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. Yeah, so when she left, I mean, she left in a very silly way. Like, this is someone I would have done. I would have done a lot for her. She had just told me, oh, I would be leaving so time. I need to go and do this, that. I would have just allowed her because we didn't have any issue. You get so, but she just said, oh, that she just called me. You know, she went on her off, and then called me. Like, she was supposed to probably get back to work on Monday. She didn't call me on Monday. Tuesday, I was expecting a call. She wasn't picking her calls, or maybe her number wasn't going through.
You always do that crazy thing.
And then, by the time I reached her, she then said, oh, that's sorry, her son had some form of injury. She had to take care of him. That she's not sure she's going to come back. It was so shocking. Like, how would you just go like that? Does it even make sense? We didn't have any issue. We're good. Like, why would you? As in, would have just been a sweet
tell me, I can help you or something.
You know, I was so pained. I was down. I like, you know, she was good. You know, she left that way, and then fortunately, somehow, the second nanny I now eventually got was my very good friend's childhood nanny. So she had.
Your friend was living too, and then you collected it. Your friend was traveling.
No. In her parents' house before she got married.
Oh, okay.
She was a nanny.
Oh, okay.
So she got married and left her parents' house. So the nanny, I think the children grew, so she just had to leave.
Oh, okay.
So I mean.
So you always inherit.
And guess what? My parents, then when I didn't have a nanny, she was always coming to help me out in the house because my friend then was staying like on the street, that same street that I was. So she comes to the house. So I kind of knew her well, you know. And guess what? Back to the relocation. So she now, it's just a long story. So she now stayed with my friend's friend. You know, because I had a nanny, I didn't need her at that point in time. So that my friend's friend was now relocating to the UK.
Inheritance.
She's a queen of inheritance. No, real. That's right. I will my nanny too. Honestly, you know, so that's how I was able to get her, and she's not perfect. Nothing close to perfect.
Oh boy,
nothing close to perfect.
Well, have you managed over the years? You've been with her for like 4 years. 4 years, yeah.
And I mean, she's not perfect, but what I love about her is she knows the right thing to do at the right time. She might not do it perfectly, but she just knows the right thing to do. Like, I've never had to wake her up in the morning that the children are going to school. She just knows that she has to wake up, get them ready for school, clean the house. She might not clean the house thoroughly, but she knows what to do. So sometimes I always just look at it that if she actually is perfect, she will probably be a nanny.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I look at it.
Yes,
if they're perfect, they will be nannies.
Yeah.
They will probably be working in a bank.
Yeah.
You know, they'll probably, so that's how I just look at her. Sometimes in my mind when she does something, I'll say weird. I'll just say, oh no, go. I just say things to myself like this woman. But then I mean, I just try to, you know, just understand that to accommodate her. She has issues.
can you share some of the issues aside not doing it perfectly? A craze, like
the craze part. No, sometimes she'll just call me and say she has to go home. They just called her. Her son fell from the bike. She has to go rush home. And I'm like, I have things to do tomorrow. I have things to do. Then she will not be panicking, crying, bad mood all day. She will do her work, but in that mood. So I have to handle that part.
That's one thing why I know I personally can't deal with having a nanny that goes and comes and takes off. So for myself,
that part it's traumatizing. But
it is. I don't know,
but I can't eat my cake and have it. She's good, she's okay, but there's so many things that it's just.
And I think that's why she's been able to stay with you for that long. So most times, our expectation usually is always high. Like we should just get a nanny that is perfect. There ain't no perfect nanny anyway. So for I think what we've done, I also have a nanny that stayed. Are you done with your story so I can just start?
I can always chip in. But,
exactly.
But I mean, let me just, she's not, like I said, she's not perfect. She's not, but I hope that she leaves me peacefully. I will do a lot for her. Like and I told her, once you leave my house, you're not going elsewhere to work. I'll make sure I set something, business, because you really paid attention to those things that matter to me, especially my children. She doesn't joke with them, so I pray that. I mean, I just hope that God guides her to leave my house
in a good note,
and so that we can do something for her. Probably just open a shop for her. She's there because these people you never can tell. Tomorrow she can tell me and sounds like I mean it will just be summer, but she promised never to leave me that way. So I just hope we don't say something else.
Let's say prayer for her. Dear God, give her his wisdom.
Wisdom.
Some of them don't have it.
They don't.